The difficulties I've experienced in the music business so far, I mean, to me it's minor. Because for me it's all about getting a name out there, getting people to know you, being more current. So I wouldn't say I have much of any obstacles or difficulties, it's just more work to be done.
No one with somewhere to be stands at the bus stop because they want to remain in one spot. They stand there with the knowledge of their destination and knows this is the point at which their journey begins, with the knowledge that when they get to that destination, they have closed one chapter of life and is now en route to that other stop, which will mark that first step of yet another journey. Welcome to my perspective.
My inspiration is perception. Because what it is, I see, I hear, I experience, and any form of lyrics that you hear from the mind, mouth, a karaoke, is just my perception. So if you hear something that you don't agree with, I'm sorry. That's how I perceive it, you know. Look, listen, speak. So far I've collaborated with quite a few artists. Some of them established, some not so established. People from my group, Coalition of Transitions, Flight Catchers, Heart Attack, Raw Deal, Bass, and outside of that I've collaborated with Conscience, Junior Sky, Scantana, Dan McGregor, and a whole host of other upcoming talents that is crazy. Hey yo, I'm trying to live good, nice as the flosses. Write me a song, write me a chorus, and I like stunting, but I can hardly afford it. And I like Pumas, but I don't like the Adoras. The This Means Money remix came about through management, really. Gareth Coburn works very closely with Conscience on his videos and things of that nature, so he basically spoke to Conscience about doing a remix for that song. Conscience thought it was a joke until we presented it with two crazy verses, my verse and Junior Sky's verse, and of course Conscience just went crazy as well, and it just came out beautiful.
Plans flop, I guess mine's up next. And my plans pop, so these guys upset. They get cellular numbers, I get mine on checks.
Show me and nigga scratch me. God show me and nigga scratch me. And my grandmother tell me say this mean money. Grandma tell me say this mean money.
My memory is not the best, so when you ask me these questions, like I can't. But I think one of my most memorable moments was when I performed that wordplay with Amik, and I think it was Fusion Band. You know, that was great. That was awesome. I enjoyed that. First time I appeared on television in an interview, that was nerve-wracking. You can find it somewhere on YouTube, somewhere. It's very embarrassing. I don't even like looking at that clip because the nerves just came out, you know, and I hate. I mean, as much as when I get on camera, because I still, you know, I'm a work in progress, I still get kind of nervous in front of the camera, but I don't like when it shows, you know. So the first appearance on television was, I hate seeing that video, it's crazy.
It starts at 8:30. Every day it's the same thing. Nothing changes. There's no adventure, no life, just machines. The atmosphere, still. The desk, the chairs, cold. The corridors, rigid. For 7.5 hours a day I stifle, breathing only once, 12 to 1. I'm free.
Going through my music collection right now, I'm listening to people like XV, Asheroth, Big Sean, Kid Cudi, Kanye West, of course, you know, and a whole host of artists. Like my iPod is on constant rotation, you know, shuffle, it's crazy. Top 3 things I don't leave the house without when going to a performance, that would be my cell phone, knapsack, and of course my TV tracks. Can't leave the TV track. I love the country. I love the beach. I love the drive to the country. So that's me. Like when you say relaxation, take me to the country, I'm good. What gets under my skin? Disorderly conduct, people who can't think for themselves. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Like if I start speaking and going in depth, I've never finished today. But disorderly conduct and people who don't know how to think for themselves, I hate that.